voice to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds,
leave you posted like a vine.
Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. What you running from? What you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed greenness. What you wanting, huh? Say what you running from? What you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed greenness. What you wanting, huh? Just what you wanted.
What's the deal, Oatmeal? Now let me see if it was double playing in the background, because I got to double check that, because it sounded like it was double playing in the background. Let me know what the hell is going on. Let me share this out. Let me get this out to everyone. The boy is on a little bit early today. Why am I on a little bit early? Let me hear myself. Hold on. Double playing in the background, because I got to double check that, because it sounded like it was double playing in the back. All right, good. All right, so let me fix that. It sounds normal, right? Let me get this right. Let me fix this. Boom, ba 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 ba. Boom, ba 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 ba. Boom, ba 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 ba. Sorry. I'm doing things real time. What up, Lycos? What's good? Share it out real quick while I'm doing this right here. Y'all can see that in real time. Boom. Yo, what up? What up? From Italy, what's good? Yo, I'm going to be going to Italy soon. That's one of the things that's on my bucket list, basically because of the Coliseum, you know? What are the stuff that we're going to talk about today? So I got a meeting at 12 o'clock, and it's a very important meeting. It's not just a meeting for myself. It's a meeting for myself and other Iron Lords and stuff like that. Also got to take my son to go get his hair cut and go get his footwear for his graduation on Monday. So while I'm doing that, I can go finally trim this up. Now, all y'all knew what went down with me going to L.A. Going to L.A., I was supposed to get my cut from my barber. Look sharp, right? So look sharp when I got out there. But he was in the hospital, so there's nothing I could do. So when I got back, I was like, I might as well hold it for the next 2 weeks until my son's graduation, right? So I'm running around here looking like a ragamuffin. You heard me? So it's wild crazy. But we got some of the topics today. Now, I want to get these topics up here because actually the topic that is probably the most poignant that I want to talk about is something that has to do with promises. Now, a lot of times dudes going to tell you that promises are never kept and promises were made. And I felt that nothing happens overnight, right? You know, you don't want to do anything half-assed, right? Y'all know with me, whenever you want to do something, you want to do it, you know, to the maximum. Like, definitely. Hold on. Let me share this out too, because I ain't share it out. How am I ask you to do something that I haven't done yet, right? Let me switch that over. Boom. Let me share this out. Yo, you know what's crazy? A lot of people don't understand the whole correlation that I have with Godzilla being Xbox and Kong being PlayStation. And then you got people, stupid people, that want to jump up and talk about, well, the racial ramifications of it. If you understood what the monkey represented in the Japanese culture and bro, you're getting too deep. You're getting too deep. Pause. It has everything to do with, and this is the bottom line to it. I mean, for all the dumb people that's in the back that don't know, it has everything to do with Kong needs help at all times, right? Every time you look around, Kong needs help. So if it's from IGN, if it's from Digital Foundry, well, Digital Foundry is IGN. If it's from various journalists, if it's from people that have a vested interest because they chose the PlayStation ecosystem and they are refusing change, or they're stingy to the point where they want to get you to convert to what their beliefs is. They defend PlayStation at every end. And my philosophy to the whole thing is Rotterdam. I had an uncle that used to say Rotterdam. I hope he rot his damn arm off. And I'll be like, wow, that's crazy, Unc. But the thought is, I don't care. I don't care about how people care about them. I don't care what place they hold in your heart. I don't care. Also, I don't care for anyone disrespecting something that I love. Right? Xbox is giving me some of the greatest moments in video games, far greater than I can say for PlayStation. And PlayStation gave me some great moments too. I'm not going to tell you PlayStation hasn't given me great moments. They have. Right? But at the end of the day, I go where I feel valued, right? You don't go to a restaurant where every time they serve you your food, they smack you in your mouth and your food is cold, right? How long are you going to go there, bro? Blessings. How long are you going to go there? How long are you going to keep going there, man? When is that going to stop being a thing for you? When are you going to wake up and say, I no longer choose that. I choose something else that is greater for me? When are you going to say that? Now, maybe for a lot of PlayStation dudes, you don't know better. Have you ever had a friend that their girl treats them bad or their boyfriend treats them bad and they just stick with it because they don't know any better? They've never been shown just define the things. Like I saw this TikTok. It was about this girl bragging about how she was making breakfast for her and her daughter, and her husband wanted some breakfast, and she told him if he want breakfast that he can make it himself, or he could wait for her and her daughter to eat, and then he can get the leftovers. And then, like the next video, it was about her being divorced and getting a divorce because he said that he's not taking it any longer. And I'm like, the level of entitlement some people have in certain situations is baffling, right? So a lot of these companies, the level of entitlement they have against you is baffling. Like, no matter how we treat you, you will continue to do what we want you to do, which is spend money here, right? We will continue to underperform, underdeliver, but you will continue to stay loyal and stuck in a space where you are not valued. And you will take it, right? Now, for a long time, I've heard that Xbox didn't have any games. For a very long time. And for a very long time, I witnessed the games that we did have, that it wasn't really... Like, the games that come up and then Metacritic score, even though I'm enjoying it, Metacritic will be like ishing on it. And then like, it was like a weird campaign to it. And I'm like, damn, man, these guys can't get a leg up, but I'm enjoying myself. Right. So I'm like, whatever. When something is your little secret that you have, you really don't care what anybody say about them, right? Have you ever had that girlfriend or boyfriend that they was like, I don't know, man, he or she's too ugly to be with you? And you're like, word, right? Word. Don't say nothing. Don't know that person treats you like a god, right? It's all about how you're being treated. I would rather have somebody who treats me great, makes me feel valued, and probably be honest with you, probably isn't like the prize pig in the show, right? Be real with you, right? Because everybody, how many people out here, like, if you're going off based off of looks, then you're a shallow individual. But then have that one that is the prize pig and just treat you like dog crap, right? Cheats on you, disrespects you, steals from you, just do all bad things to you, right? Like, whatever you could think of as bad, they do that. Yo, blessings. Yo, Blaze 4K, my guy. Sony, baby. What's good? Yo, it's wild. I gotta respect. I gotta start putting some respect on my PlayStation brethren. Like I gotta really do that. All right. I mean, listen, we're all gamers, right? And I'm gonna tell you, if you've seen people jump on Iron Lord's podcast and stuff like that, and you're like, well, I don't know why they have them on their PlayStation, dude. First and foremost, relax. That's not an Xbox podcast. This is an Xbox show. I run an Xbox show. I'm the only one on Iron Lords running around with this Xbox joint, the propaganda. That's me. Don't get addict twisted up with it. Don't get sovereign. And definitely don't get cog twisted up with it, right? But in that whole thing, in that whole grand scheme of things, I play absolutely everything, but I absolutely love Xbox. But I'm going to tell you this, right? Very early on, I found out who was real and who was fake. One of the real dudes is Blaze 4K, right? He has everything, right? He's like the reverse me. He has everything, but chooses Sony. But if Sony messes up, he can keep it real and he can tell you exactly what they're doing, what he doesn't like. And I respect that from him, right? I respect that. You don't catch him on Twitter doing the propaganda, at least not on my timeline, right? And I can respect that from him. So he comes through and I respect him for him being real. There's other stuff that he's done that was real. The realest thing I've ever seen him do, something that I wouldn't have done because I wouldn't have bet it though, that PlayStation, Spider-Man PlayStation, bro, you should have called me. I would have got that off your hands, and then I would have let you cut up my other pro. Bro, when you cut that, that hurt me too, all right? So I'm going to keep it a being with you. I'm going to keep that a being with you. Because when I wanted it, I couldn't get it, and then, dudes was asking for wild prices for. But anyway, back on topic, right? Topic of the situation is Sony has been harming us for a minute, right? And their fan base, but dudes still sit there and be like, oh, I'm a rock with them dudes. And I'm like, good. But they're Kong. With all the support in the world, nothing can raise their stocks from $24. Some dude, I posted, right, investments. Because dudes like to talk numbers. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird when you guys are consumers, and I'm a consumer as well. But then there's an investor aspect to it. And let those dudes that run these shows, right? I don't really want to name the shows because that's giving clout to individuals that don't need it. And they kind of messed up your mainframe. You saw it. GamePro used to have fun factor in the bottom of evaluating games. These guys started removing the fun out of the game evaluation. Is a game fun? I think fun goes a long way. I think I've played a lot of mindless crap, and to me, it's probably not visually the most appealing, but it actually is probably the most fun, right? And I think fun needs to go somewhere. I think fun needs to be a thing. But when looking at how rating games has changed over the years, and seeing who's pulling the strings, then you started looking at what the agendas were, right? And then they started going to graphics as being the main metrics and sound design. They started treating it like a big budget movie opposed to our hobby, our medium, our thing of fun, right? And a lot of games that I absolutely love is just about fun. But they started changing that. And then when they did that, they started attaching numbers to sales numbers. And then once they started attaching sales numbers to it, they started training you, grooming you, if you will, to believing that high sales, intense graphics, good sound design is the basis of a game that you should have, that should score high. And then, gameplay and fun factor kind of started going lower and lower down the list. Playability fell off. Because remember, a lot of the games was arcade-based games back in the days where playability was high, graphics was low, sound design was definitely not there because the sound chips that we had was definitely mid and minimum. The best sound chip that I got was in my Super Nintendo, which was crazy. At that time when I had Actraiser, I just lost my mind. But you start to look at the trend and how it changed and how the bottom flipped and, until we got to where we are now. Now, we were told a long time ago that the way that Xbox was moving was not sustainable. We saw stuff like they can't continue to give you games in Game Pass and be sustainable. Why the hell do I care? Why do I care what they make? Like, unless I'm invested, like unless I'm an investor, why do I care how much they got to spend to make me happy? You go out on a date, somebody asks you out on a date. Do you really care how much they got to spend? Especially if they're $1 trillion company. If this is $1 trillion person taking you out, I don't give a damn what you got to do to make me happy. Right? So if you want to keep my attention, if you want to keep my $5 ass in the seat, and you $1 trillion company, and you want my attention, you want my engagement, then why do I care what you spend? I don't give a damn. As long as I'm happy, right? So I'm getting Game Pass. I'm living it up. I'm like, yo. And then it just keep getting better because early on, though, I ain't going to hold you. It was kind of like small pickings, but we were here. It was cheap. It was games, right? I'm a GameFly dude. Back in the days, I was doing GameFly. I was doing Blockbuster. I had local pop-up video game rental places. We was in it. We did everything that we did. We lend games to our friends. We got it back. So when did we turn into these ballers, shot callers, rollers? When did that happen? When did buying a game turn into a flex? Unless you was hanging out with your friends, you was like, yo, I got the new Ninja Gaiden. Let's all go together and play. It was all like, yo, I got it. Let's all share. Right? Now it's like, I got it, and millions of people brought it as well. So that means my purchase is valid. The fuck? Like, what? You sound goofy. Right? Since when paying the most equaled some type of status? Like, yo, I spent $90 for something my man got for free. I'm better than him. No, you stupid. You're dumb. I own it. Okay. Yo, you know somebody just, this is the wildest thing, right? I purchased this. I own this, right? This is the Switch 2. This is the 2, not the 1. This is the 2, not the 1. Right? I purchased this, right? You know, there's guys going around trying to figure out how they can say their games outside of what they said that you could do, and they bricking their consoles. They're actively just bricking them. Boop, 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 boop. Was that smart? Was that cool? Did you do anything that was supposed to be a flex now? None, right? So now you got a bricked ass console. Can't get rid of it, can't do nothing with it. Because you acted outside the lines of the boundaries. That's no longer a situation that is valid. But I want to talk about this, right? This here. Let's you have no interest in the Switch 2. I feel you. I do. Donkey Kong is coming. And actually I purchased this now because I didn't want to wait later. And I have Mario Kart. Y'all see me streaming on Frontline Gaming Streams. Y'all see me streaming it over there. But and I'm playing my regular Switch 1 games that I didn't get a chance to finish. But anyway, this thing is really here for the games that aren't being released on the Switch 1 that I'm waiting for, like Donkey Kong. I'm a huge Donkey Kong fan. So again, I like monkeys. So it is what it is. But yo, check this out. Right now, this thing here. Xbox, the Quest 3S Xbox edition is rumored to be launching next week and talked about next week, right? Now, I had this information sitting down for a minute. I didn't say anything because I wanted other people to leak it out first, right? And a larger point was people was telling me that Xbox never delivered on the promise of VR. Okay. All right. Now, this is going to take me back to when Cog and I had we was at a fan fest and we're talking to Phil, and Phil's standing there fielding questions, and like he do, he's he doesn't run away from the tough questions. That's probably the only CEO I know that's going to sit there and answer questions to people that probably aren't even shareholders, right? But he sits there and he fields this question, and he fielded it, and Cog asked him the question, "Yo, how come we don't have a baseball game?" Phil said, "We're working on it. Don't worry about it. I got you." Just like that. So I looked at him and I was like, if this dude doesn't deliver, I'm gonna hold him to the carpet. He's gonna feel the fire, son. Bust it. Oh, if anybody's looking to jump inside the whatchamacallit, I'm not in there today. Today is a shorter show, basically, based off of the fact that I gotta leave at 12 o'clock. All right, so we're just gonna get to the topics really quickly. So a couple of years later, MLB The Show shows up inside Game Pass. Not only did he secure the best baseball game at the time, he secured it in the platform's premier service, day and date, to the release on the competitor's machine. Now, me personally, if I'm Sony, I'm putting it inside my service, because there's no way in hell I'm going to have you offer that to your people without me doing the same. But this is the moment I really knew that she didn't really like you like that. This is the moment I knew you were just a number, right? This is the moment I knew she had your name saved in her phone as food. Angry Therapist with the $5 Xbox Frontline gift memberships. I salute you, soldier. I want to thank each and every last one of you, because, be honest with you, memberships have been steadily growing, and memberships is the lifeblood of the channel. I definitely salute the Angry Therapist. Thank you so much for dropping those memberships there. Now, for those people that got the memberships, listen, I drop videos in the background for members to check those out. Check those videos out, because I do have more videos showing up there. I got a video about a game that is about to drop that is so dope that you guys are going to love. And we're working on more content to put inside the background. The meeting today. Don't worry about it. But that let me know that PlayStation really didn't care about you too much, because they felt that you was locked in. You ever been taken for granted in something? You're taken for granted right now. I would have looked at that as a big, yo, what's your problem, man? Why the hell they got it over there and we ain't got it over here? I mean, it stands to, you could still buy it on Xbox. But if you so happen to have chosen the service, then you got that. And that's what it was, right? That's the basis of good customer service. Offer it and give it. If they choose to buy it or try it, either way you win. For some reason, Sony can't get this philosophy locked into their head. For some reason, this philosophy has been broken. Give me a second. I'm going to show you something, because I think a lot of times y'all dudes think I'm talking from a place of ignorance. Give me 1 second. Hey, yo, you know what's the wildest thing? Somebody told me, or somebody said to me, you're talking from your basement. Yeah, I got a basement in my house, goofy. The hell? You live in a room. What the hell's wrong with you? You rent. Don't talk to me. Until our bills look the same, mind your business. Yeah, it's a basement in my house, dumbass. That's some stupid shit. But check it out. You see this? This is a PlayStation VR 2. Right here. This is the PlayStation VR 2. So I'm not going to tell you something and talk about something that I don't have and that I don't own. All right. I also have the Oculus Pro, Oculus 2, PlayStation VR 1, and a Vive. I didn't get the new Vive. And a MetaQuest 3, which I'm getting rid of if they can actually offer the higher version of the MetaQuest 3. This is a 3S. I want the main version. So hold on one second. Boop, 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 boop. I could do it here. Hold on. I got you 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I got you. I got you. I want to get a hold of him. I got you. Give me 1 second. I just want to take care of somebody real quick. Hold on. Where is he? I'm gonna put you on a 30-minute timeout. You're on a 30-minute timeout. I took the time out to get you and throw your ass on a 30-minute timeout. Blessings. You ain't gonna sit here, you ain't gonna come see me and disrespect me. You can go to hell with that. I ain't your mama. I ain't gotta take your crap. I'll throw you in the bushes on God. You won't say anything now that you won't say to my face. That part. So let's be real. Let's keep it all cordial in here. I got a lot of moderators that are here that'll bust you upside your head, knock your kufi loose. So I put you on 30 minutes. Bye-bye. Anyway, so the PlayStation VR 2, I told people the price was going to be prohibitive, right? And remember, Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius Spencer, first of his name, said that they will have VR. They said that in Xbox One era, and they were probably looking forward to the series consoles in delivering that VR, because they would have launched technically in a space when they had the Kinect. The vision that I had saw, because they gave a whole vision thing. They had these glasses that kind of like the Sega vision things they had. Remember when Sega had their VR, and it worked, but it was for the Master System, and it did some stuff. But again, anyway, they had something like that, kind of like the glasses that I got for X-Real, kind of like that. And then they had went with HoloLens. Now, they was trying to develop a HoloLens that can actually be consumer delivered, not industrial. The HoloLens that you saw was industrial. The HoloLens that they was trying to do to consumers and trying to get the price point down and try to degrade it as much as possible in order to get it into the hands of the user was prohibitive because the cost. Now, Sony kind of did the same thing. That piece of tech and that headset, that tech, that's a not self-sufficient tech. So what they add to it, the haptics and the head and the eye tracking and the hands, the eyes, beautiful. The image quality is fantastic. Comes with a wire. But it also comes with another thing. So it being $600 came with another tag, a PlayStation 5 tag, right? So you were looking at $1,200 in order to have fun. Yeah, you can sit down for hours and play. And then a little prompt will come up and tell you, yo, take a break. You may be straining your eyes. Boom, boom, boom. It could do that. Xbox saw what was going on. Now we can release a product in the industry that is just like that to a consumer base that is still niche, and the Xbox isn't selling at the same global rate as the PlayStation 5, right? So you're looking at probably selling not even half of the PlayStation VR 2s that didn't sell, not even close to what the Portal sold, right? So you're looking at that, and you're like, not even half of that. But what's the adoption rate for us to get it to our people, right? Let's look at the Xbox fan base. Does the Xbox fan base really want this? And if they do, what's the adoption rate? You know what? Let's take our app and place it on the Oculus, which is the most successful VR in the VR space. Let's put the app there to see what's the adoption rate of people using Game Pass inside the app. Buddy, I've used it. I'm not going to tell you everybody else used it. So if they can look at the metrics and the metrics is coming back and you're looking at like a 0.1 or a 0.5, oh, hell no. But then the global initiative happens, right? This thing happens. Let me show you what changed everything. Fundamentally, what changed everything. Hold on.
Play?
Hold on. All right, let me get to this.
Play has real power. The power to transform your world. It's why Xbox Play Anywhere is growing. So you can experience more of the games you love on more of the devices you want. All seamlessly connected. Because when you buy an Xbox Play Anywhere title, it's yours to play on any supported device.
Let's do this.
So when they do that and they show that, Play Anywhere changes fundamentally how we are going to game, right? Then you start having strategic partnerships. I mean, I remember a long time ago somebody telling me I'm waiting for, and it was J-Dub. I'm gonna give my brother his flowers. I want Xbox to start acting like they have money. I want Microsoft to start acting like they have money. I want Xbox to start acting like the dogs that they are. Okay, so as a strategist, right? As somebody who strategizes, I want to ask you a question. If somebody is whipping your ass one way, and they've been doing it over years, and you can't make headway, you know, every so often you get a good shot in, but they've been beating you that one way. Pacquiao Marquez, they've had 4 fights. In all 4 fights, Marquez tried, well, 3 of those 4 fights, Marquez tried to outbox Pacquiao, outslug Pacquiao, outwork Pacquiao to no avail. Even the fight that the consensus that everybody thought that he won, Pacquiao got a damn decision. Marquez said, the next time is the last time. Either I die or he dies. And he knocks his ass out cold. Doesn't do the same thing that he normally does. Does something absolutely, completely different. For a long period of time, you heard PlayStation dudes telling you about Project Latitude and how AMD and PlayStation has this partnership, and that was only put out on text. That was put out on text. That was, yes, we're working with them to make product. I want to ask you a question. And I want to know, when's the first time this happened for PlayStation? I want to know.
AMD and Microsoft are advancing a bold shared vision for the future of gaming. One that enables seamless gameplay across any screen, placing gamers at the center of the experience anywhere. We're so excited to be deepening our relationship with Microsoft and build on the over 2 decades of partnership, innovation, and trust. From the earliest days of the Xbox 360 to the most advanced consoles such as the Xbox Series X and S, and the recently announced ROG Xbox Ally handhelds. Moving forward, AMD will go beyond building custom chips for Xbox consoles to designing a full roadmap of gaming-optimized chips combining the power of Ryzen and Radeon for consoles, handhelds, PCs, and the cloud. And we're doing it all with backwards compatibility, so gamers can access their favorite titles across platforms, delivering on a promise to both gamers and developers. Together, we are building a vibrant open ecosystem that delivers the next generation of graphics and immersive gameplay powered by AI that includes new foundational models to accelerate the state-of-the-art in rendering. From console to cloud to handheld, AMD and Microsoft are building the future of immersive gaming. We are so excited to be working with Microsoft to bring all of this tech to gamers everywhere. AMD and Microsoft are advancing a bold shared vision.
¿Cómo está usted, Barris? My mano. Listen, they didn't come out, they didn't put out no infomercial about that, no joint statement, no video. Let me tell you about what that meant there. So remember when I showed you Play Anywhere, right? Play Anywhere is from a standpoint of any device that you have is actually Xbox. Remember when they was doing that campaign and dudes was like, I don't like that stupid campaign. That stupid campaign makes no sense. This is Marquez fighting Pacquiao. And the reason why I'm making Pacquiao PlayStation, because Pacquiao being PlayStation has power, speed, versatility, is world known. World known, world loved, beloved. When Pacquiao got his ass whipped with Marquez, they still gave it to Pacquiao. Why? Because he's beloved. Is the most exciting fighter that they had. So you loved him. PlayStation is Pacquiao. Marquez is Xbox. Hardworking, diligent fighter that has all the tools, but's trying to fight this guy's fight. Until Nacho Beristain, his trainer, Microsoft, young Satya, young Odin, said, why the hell are you fighting this fight? I want you to go in there. I want you to be a dog. I'm going to pay for the best for you. I'm going to give you all the tools and all of you utensils, all you utensils to go in there and beat his ass. All right. So this deal with AMD is a lot broader than you think. Remember when I told you that the cloud services, listen, xCloud, I'm fully going to admit it. xCloud is not the best thing right now, but the server blades inside are being replaced with new tech. That's the reason why you saw the server blades there and you had Radeon tech inside with AMD devices. This is so much larger than what you have been led to believe, right? There's always going to be hardware on the Xbox and Microsoft side. Because of the simple fact, cloud and AI is a larger portion of what they do. This is not PlayStation. This is not $24 stocks. This is not that. This is $475 stocks. This is corporations here. This is big bank eat little bank. Hold on, son. I got to take care of this. You did a good one. Now it's time to shut this dude down because he's feeling himself. Like Matt Booty said, we got to spend him out of business. Like, y'all thought it was something else. Y'all thought that we supposed to stay locked to what we do. No, man. Microsoft aligns themselves with MetaQuest, the leader in VR. Lock that down. Boom. Slap our name on it. Get our engineers. Put the colors on it. Make it happen. Put Game Pass. Make sure the app is in there. Make that happen. That's the next box. Let's keep it moving. You make it. We facilitate it. Y'all take it. If y'all want to buy it, try it. Do it. If you don't, can't say they ain't got VR. Go get that. And if you want to do it standalone, or you can go do that. If you want to plug it up to your PC, go do that. But you got your VR. Shut up and sit down. Now let's get to this hardware, right? But before we get to that, before we get to the hardware, before we get to the thing that rocks your snot box, Xbox doesn't have a handheld. Y'all was feeling yourself with that crappy ass Portal, right? But y'all didn't say anything when they had the G Cloud, right? When G Cloud goes up, none of y'all care about that. That's an Xbox endorsed streaming device, right? They align themselves with NVIDIA. So now that you got GeForce Now and Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, if you're doing that, your streaming looks insane. Align yourself with the greatest in streaming right now, NVIDIA. I just showed you AMD is rocking with them. Come on, man. Let them cook on God. Give them that bread. Let Xbox do their thing. Oh, King, they're getting out of the hardware business. I'm going to get right back to you because you the one I want to punch in the mouth the most. You, that one, they're getting out of the hardware business. You, that dude. But they ain't got a handheld, King. Yeah, they ain't got a handheld. They damn sure don't, man. They ain't got a handheld at all. But the wildest thing, AMD just showed you the Xbox ROG Ally X and the Xbox ROG Ally. Those devices launching this year for this holiday season. Now you're gonna sit there and say it's $800. Don't bitch and moan after you hear the price, B. Don't do that, please. Please don't do that. I'ma have one. But I guess Xbox dudes are supposed to be broke, right? Says the guy in the back with $1,000 statues. Right? We supposed to be broke. But I rep them. I'm in Game Pass. I love Game Pass. I actually was gonna bring my ROG downstairs to show you my ROG, but why would I have to do that? Because you already know I got one. So that's not here nor there. I hate that machine. I'm going to be real with you because I love it, but it don't do what I want it to do. So my Steam Deck does, right? My Steam Deck user interface, mwah. When I sat there and spoke with Jason Ronald, right? And I was just like, yo, man, I don't really like the interface on that ROG. Y'all going to fix that? So talk to me after tomorrow's show, King. All right. Cog and them got a chance to touch it. Cog and them got a chance to use it. Paris and them got a chance to use it. What's up? Tell me, what's going on? How is it? Yo, the interface, B. Like, soon as you turn it on, it's an Xbox. Wait, what are you talking about? What do you mean it's an Xbox? What do you mean by that? Oh, no. It's no more going to the dashboard. No more cursor. None of that. This is an Xbox. I said, so what you telling me is I ain't got to tweak and twerk. I ain't got to do none of that. I can just play it like I'm playing my Steam Deck. Yes, man. That's what I'm telling you. I'm like, for sure, shorty. For sure. I'll put that joint up for sale quickly, immediately. But then also coming to find out that a patch is coming out the following year for all Windows devices. See, because the information that I know, Microsoft has two other partners, Hewlett-Packard and MSI. You already see the MSI Windows version come out, the Claw. Hewlett-Packard will be releasing a device, a handheld device, at some point in time. More than likely, right? If there's some of the people that's on the whiteboard, right? Okay. So that stuff happens, right? So you got many different devices that are Windows devices that have the Windows 11 operating system that when that patch goes live, fundamentally turns those machines into an Xbox that you don't have to go and tweak and twerk. You don't have to hit the dashboard like that. But what makes this even more incredible, they team up with the best in for PC. From what y'all tell me, Steam is the best. They team up with Steam to have Steam app available on their device. So you could jump from app to app and have all your games. That's Play Anywhere. Final Fantasies Play Anywhere. Last time I checked, right? I thought we wasn't getting Final Fantasy 2. But hold on, let's get back to the guy that I got a punch in the face. That dude. That one. The one that deserves to get the cocotazo. That guy that deserves a cocotazo. Y mira, esto. You deserve a cocotazo. And I'm not going to give you the cocotazo. I got the perfect person to give you the cocotazo. Mira, mi amor, háblame, por favor.
At Xbox, our vision is for you to play the games you want with the people you want, anywhere you want. That's why we're investing in our next generation hardware lineup across console, handheld, PC, cloud, and accessories. I am thrilled to share we've established a strategic multi-year partnership with AMD to co-engineer silicon across a portfolio of devices, including our next-generation Xbox consoles, in your living room and in your hands. Together with AMD, we are advancing the state of art in gaming silicon to deliver the next generation of graphics innovation to unlock a deeper level of visual quality and immersive gameplay and player experiences enhanced with the power of AI, all while maintaining compatibility with your existing library of Xbox games. This is all about building you a gaming platform that's always with you, so you can play the games you want across devices anywhere you want, delivering you an Xbox experience not locked to a single store or tied to one device. That's why we're working closely with the Windows team to ensure that Windows is the #1 platform for gaming. The next generation of Xbox is coming to life, and this is just the beginning. We can't wait to show you what's next.
Now, I'm going to read the Angry Therapist $5 super chat. I got the ROG Ally Extreme the day it came out, and you're right. I didn't like the interface either. It had too much going on, and Windows was a pain. Facts. Blessings. First of all, I'm gonna point out something. You guys tell me that you like to see us versus them. I got a whole super chat meter up there. Y'all saw me in a glizzy suit. Y'all voted for that. But that meter up there is for me to go up against J-Dub in Gears, in Forza, in anything that Xbox has and PlayStation has, Sea of Thieves, whatever, to make it happen. To show y'all the superiority of Xbox versus them. Now, he's only one of the PlayStation dudes that I know that actually purchases the games over there. He supports. I'm telling you, you can't make this up. They hate Xbox, but PlayStation has no games, so they have to buy Xbox games. You cannot make this up. This is the best part about that. But don't tell me that y'all want to see these dudes done and there's no support for it. But y'all support my ass in a glizzy suit, which is wild crazy. I find y'all wild weird. But it's all right. I'm not even going to hold you. I'm not going to begrudge you. I'm not going to hold you. The goal amount, what is it at the top? Oh, is that? Oh, we had what is it? $52 away. We good. But the basis of it is this. And I want y'all to remember Marquez versus Pacquiao 4. Pacquiao beat him the whole time. The odds going into the fight was Pacquiao was going to beat him again. Even though that the last fight, everybody thought Marquez won, Pacquiao still got the decision. This fourth fight, Marquez knocks Pacquiao down in the third round. In the fourth round, Pacquiao knocks down Marquez. In the sixth round, and they're coming close, and it looks like Pacquiao is going to overtake Marquez. Briscoe son with the $2 super chat. What if the Series X and X gets the Windows update too? I'm going to talk to you about that in a second. Coming to the end of the sixth round, Pacquiao's letting a furious barrage of punches go. And Marquez gives him a perfect counter. Drops Pacquiao face first, and Pacquiao goes to sleep. Just as that. Simple and easy as that. Remember when I told y'all the way that Xbox is going to knock out PlayStation is going to be so fast, so quick, and y'all wouldn't understand what hit them? They're going to hit so many different points that it's going to get crazy. I told you, I equated Xbox's barrage of games is going to look like a Pacquiao fight. I told you that, word for word, bar for bar. They're going to have so many games hitting them at a rapid pace that they won't be able to keep up, they won't be able to recover, and they're going to sit on their stool and quit. What I'm trying to explain to you is this. You're going to hear a lot of people say a lot of those games is going over to PlayStation. Tell me the games that went and tell me the games that's there. And I'm going to tell you the games that's still at Xbox and y'all guys won't ever get. Right? Xbox is an experience. Xbox is an ecosystem. Xbox is a wave. Xbox is a movement. Xbox is a different thing that you're not used to. And a lot of you dudes is going to stand on the lawn and be like, I don't want that if that's not manufactured. That's an ASUS device. Xbox engineers went over there to help fix it, put their software inside it, ergonomically make it, and endorse it. AMD devices are inside your machines to this day. Both of them. Are they not AMD machines? But you want to fix your mouth and say, if it's not done this way, it doesn't matter. I choose to rebuke your reality. I choose to look at you and say, that's the old way and good. If it may work for you, let me know how that works out. But I think I'm going to go roll with the person that's a little bit more successful than worrying about the person that is less successful. Put out a damn game, B. We can't ask for PlayStation games because y'all ain't got none. Y'all pre-ordered Ghost of Yoda that don't come out until October. The games that we pre-order and pre-downloading comes out next month. We got games coming out next week. We got games dropping in an hour. Like, what is it really about? Is it about holding up a false flag and acting like you repping? Or is it about these games and these devices that's gonna get you there? See, don't blow hot air up my ass, boy, because I don't care about that. Pause. With all due respect, put some respect on Xbox name. You got a console dropping next year, and arguably is going to be one of the greatest years in gaming history if you're an Xbox dude. And y'all talking about baby steps? You talking about a man in a giant onesie with a BBL? You talking about marathon? What are we really talking about here? What the hell do you got? I haven't seen Wolverine since they took the animanium out of his bones. Got your nose. He gone. I want to know what makes you so loyal to somebody that ain't loyal to you. That's like you being faithful to a lady of the night, a situation of the streets, a gigolo. Why are you faithful to this individual that ain't giving you back what you put in? All I'm saying is we're at a situation now where you have to ish or get off the pot. Now, I'm not going to tell you to pick a side. What I'm going to tell you is to do, go get yourself an Xbox so you can shut up, sit down, and play some games. Because I want you as a gamer to be part of the revolution. I want you to be part of the conversation. I want you to be involved in this. I don't want you to tell me stupid stuff like I paid $80 for something that you get for free, because I look at you like a goofy. I look at you like an individual that is up here a little touched. Like, financially, you're not making the best moves, my boy. Like, literally, I can understand your hate. I get it. Because obviously you look at everybody else, you're one of those dudes that scroll hate on Twitter. Shout out to the Angry Therapist, a $2 super chat. Sony should put Helldivers 2 on Xbox. If they smart, they would have did that. But what I've noticed what Sony did was they opened up their borders to their games on 180 countries. All those games that was on PC, now they're available everywhere. Isn't it kind of funny that that information comes out the same week Xbox launches Plays Anywhere? Knowing that Steam is going to be one of the main vehicles for the Xbox ROG Ally, and they will be able to play your games. So in these countries where anybody can get an Xbox, anybody get a ROG Ally, anybody can have these situations happen. Isn't it funny now that you open up your borders now to make sure that those games are playable when a moment ago you didn't care? You didn't care to exclude 180 countries out of your ecosystem. Then how all of a sudden you care once Xbox Plays Anywhere? Listen, man. I know like you know. Who needs who in this equation? Because tell me right now, if Xbox went away, PlayStation would have nothing. But if PlayStation went away, nobody would hear you fall in the forest. If a tree falls in the forest, do anybody know it dropped? You that tree. Nobody will know that you disappeared, B. Nobody will hear the door slam. You haven't dropped a hit since 86. Nobody's checking for your demo. Nobody's looking for your mixtape. We just looking for your next album. Right now, you like Cardi B. I'm mixing it. It's going to happen soon. Shut up. Just drop the damn album. But this is Xbox Frontline News with your boy, The King. I got a meet and I got to be in right now. I want to thank everybody that showed up, everybody that super chatted, everybody that became a member today. Shout out to the Angry Therapist for hooking you up. 5 memberships. We're going up. Check out those videos in the background. I drop videos daily. I'm the hardest working man in the business. And if you think they can outwork me, put them up. And I'm going to show you. I got a streaming channel, Frontline Gaming Streams, where I play games daily. Maybe your favorites over there with me, The King, doing our thing. Iron Lord Sunday is going to be sick tomorrow. If you thought this was fun, wait till you see me get loose with the team. Pause. Watch your mouth. Y'all some weirdos. Don't do that to me. Don't put me in that box.